Hello everyone, I'm RecV5,
And I am Sandman99.
and welcome back to Madden NFL 2005, the good Madden.
Yeah, so we just finished playing week 17 of the bad Madden, and now I'm ready to play some actual real
Madden?
simulation football.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Or at least as close to it as Madden's ever gotten anyway, in my opinion.
Yep.
Anyway, I was playing a practice game here with the lifers again in white
Yep.
with the black stripes. And we were playing against the Green Bay Goblins. This is a practice game I played just yesterday.
Okay.
And I had a real weird thing that happened on a kickoff, so I wanted to show this. And it shows, first of all, why you should always be prepared to return a kickoff. And secondly, it shows kind of like a game design in the way that the return team responds to this.
Yeah, a bit of a flaw.
Because I'm kicking the ball off here, and of course I got a 0 accuracy kick, as one does.
Because it always happens.
Because it happens. Sooner or later, you're going to play a game where you're going to get a kickoff that you kick out of bounds, right?
Yep.
So anyway, I kicked this one, and it got a 0 accuracy, so away we go. Here goes. We're kicking it. It's going to the opposite side of the field from where I was aiming, for one thing.
That's a good thing, though.
But anyway, it comes down right next to the referee there, and it bounces straight up in the air. Right? And then it comes back down, and it just no longer bounces after that. Apparently that must have been like a dead spot in the turf or something, because that was a real high bounce when it first landed. But look at this. Right? Number 86 there is the kickoff returner. And if you look back here, back the play up a little ways to before the ball lands for the first time, look at where he's standing. Right? It's because that ball was so close to going out of bounds that the only reason it didn't is because it took a funny hop. But he's assuming that it's going to go out of bounds, and he's not even bothering to go over there and be near it just in case something weird like this happens.
Yeah, he's just sitting there and watching
He's just standing there watching it. And now he's got to run half the width of the field. And meanwhile, here I come down the sideline because I'm like sprinting to try and recover this kickoff because that's a live ball, right?
Yep.
And then he ends up picking it up and running it out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So, if that ball had actually had any physics on it, and maybe if it had taken a bounce back toward the kicking team, there's a very good chance that I would have been able to recover that ball.
Very likely.
So anyway, first of all,
He's literally out there with his hands in his pockets. The rest of his teammates must be like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
well, the thing is, they're all sort of like, see this? It's almost like they called kickoff return middle or something, and
Yep.
and they're not even responding to the direction that the ball's been kicked. Like, they're not making any kind of an adjustment at all to where the ball's being kicked. So even if he picks this up and stays in bounds, well, you know what? There's me, and then there's Grant Brown there, number 21, and then there's whoever number 46 is there, all ready to,
Make the tackle.
tackle him or push him out of bounds. Even if he stays in bounds here, he's not going anywhere.
Yep.
So, first of all, always be prepared to return the kickoff. And secondly, that's a flaw in the game design, right? There's no way that a return team should respond that way when a ball is kicked toward the sideline like that.
It kind of reminds me of those, it's like the NFL highlights, but it's like not highlights, it's like NFL screw-ups.
Yeah, it's like follies or something like that. Yeah.
And I remember seeing this one kickoff that happened like 6 years ago where this guy watched the ball land in the end zone in front of him.
Yeah.
And then he just like stood there. And then his buddy had to run up and tell him, that's a live ball?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? I would have expected that what this guy should have done was, even if he wanted to watch and see if this ball bounced out of bounds, instead of fielding it, he should have at least been close enough to be in a position to field it. If
or
it
put
did,
his body on it if something bad happened.
Or fall on it or something if it did bounce back into the field of play. But anyway, I just figured we'd show that off just because it was kind of a weird play, right?
Indeed.
Anyway, got one more.
All right.
Yeah. So we'll pause for a moment.
And we're back.
Yes. And last week, I showed off a little thing I called the offset blitz, which was basically a 3 deep zone with 4 short zones and a blitzing DB.
Yep.
So basically what I did was I tinkered with that a little bit, and this one actually features a 4 deep zone.
Okay.
And the difference from the first one is that the linebacker in this one, because I'm basically blitzing the corner on the left side this time, instead of the safety from the right. And the reason that I did this, I used mirrored audibles, but I saw where the side that the halfback was lined up on in the shotgun here.
Yep.
And I try to blitz from the opposite side that a potential backfield blocker lines up on.
Yep.
Because they have a more difficulty finding a blitzing defensive back coming from the outside if they're lined up on the wrong side, right?
Especially because they're so fast.
Yeah. And anyway, what I did here is the linebacker right behind the defensive tackle that I'm controlling in the first version of this would play a hook zone. But instead, I've given him a deep zone assignment.
Okay.
And the other linebacker has the hook zone instead, right?
Yep.
And then if you go over and look at the defensive back on the right, the safety there, he was playing a flat zone in the previous version of this defense.
Yep.
And I had the defensive end playing a hook zone. And what I've done now is I've given this guy a deep zone assignment as well, and I've got the defensive end going out to the flat.
Okay.
So basically it's a 4 deep zone, and I want to pay particular attention to the left side of the formation here on the offense, where they've got 3 receivers together, right? And watch what the cornerback back there by the number 30, how he responds to this play. If this had been a 3 deep zone, well, when these guys get down the field a little ways, he's going to be cheating to the inside, and he'll be well inside the numbers there, right?
Yep.
But because this is a 4 deep zone, he stays out toward the edge, like toward the sideline.
Because
right?
you've got this guy here.
Because this linebacker, even though he's a linebacker, he still has a deep zone there, right?
Yep.
So the safety basically just backs straight up, and he's in a good position to defend a pass against any one of these 3 receivers that are all running parallel to each other, right?
Because he can see the whole play.
Yeah, because he can see the whole play. And, of course, you know, the blitz coming, well, you know, you can see that what I was trying to do was successful. Number 25 there, he's on the wrong side of the formation and doesn't see the blitzing corner coming, right?
Yep.
So this hurries the ball a little bit, too.
And makes it come out a little bit bad, too.
Yeah, makes it come out a little bit bad, but that deep corner, he's the guy that makes the play on this ball and creates this deflection, right? Which is then caught by by Simpson,
Wow.
who we talked about last week as well.
Yep.
And Simpson, even though he has only a 48 catch rating, he actually got 2 interceptions in this game.
Wow.
And he also now has 6 interceptions on the season, and 2 of them were for touchdowns. So there you go.
You're an interception machine.
Yeah. But if you turn around and look back, though, and like you commented on the triangle formations in the previous
Yeah, that
one,
was something that was noticeable in the
well,
last.
watch this.
Yeah, look what you've got here.
Yeah, triangles on both sides, right? There's one extra player there, the linebacker playing the hook zone. He's the extra player in this.
Yep.
But the defensive lineman playing the flat, the corner playing the deep zone there.
Yeah, this is your triangle.
And the other DB playing the deep zone on the inside, well, they form a triangle as well.
Yeah, although this is like a tertiary triangle, too, so.
Yeah, kind of. But, you know, basically you've got, see that? And you can really see it there, right?
Yep.
And what the quarterback's doing is he's throwing it basically into the middle of that triangle of defenders, right?
And that's how these turnovers get created.
And that's how these turnovers get created.
Especially when there are deflections.
Yeah. So, anyway, I kept the 3 deep version of this as well, because I can see it being useful, say, if I'm backed up to my own 10-yard line or something, because you don't necessarily need 4 deep zones when you're that close to your own goal line.
And you don't necessarily see formations like this near there either.
Well, you do sometimes, but the thing is that they're more likely. Well, they don't have the deep passing options that they have when they're further out, right?
Yep.
So the 4 deep zone version is what I use when I'm, like in a normal defensive situation.
Yep.
And I'll use the 3 deep zone version if I'm backed up deep in my own end. Because the short zone defenders, if you're inside your own, around your 10-yard line or your own 8-yard line or something, the short zone defenders have enough range that they can go back and defend almost any pass that's thrown into the end zone anyway, right?
Yep.
So there you go. Just thought I'd have a quick look at this again just because I made some adjustments especially after examining the behavior of the corner playing the deep zone on the outside. And
it's so much better with the 4 deep.
Yeah, you got to play 4 deep zone in this game because basically if you have even 2 receivers on one side of the field in against a 3 deep zone,
you're giving it away.
If either of those receivers runs a pattern toward the middle of the field like a post, then it will draw that corner into the middle of the field. And if the other guy is running like an out or a corner underneath or something like that, then he'll be wide open, right?
Yep.
So you play 4 deep zone to prevent that from happening.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's it for the replays. So
now we'll get on with the game.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Yes, and this week's game is against the Bulls. And they are a strong defense team. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, I'm sure glad I'm not playing offense.
Well, you know what? In this game, I actually kind of like playing offense. It's fun. But that's because I like to pass, and I, of course, like to throw long passes and that kind of thing. I've been trying to develop more of a precision short passing game with this playbook, and I don't know how successful I've been at it because I still seem to resort to throwing the long bombs sooner or later. Like I'll probably never stop looking for that opportunity on almost every play.
You seem to be able to do it, though, so... like, you actually get it done.
Yeah. Well, that's because I did some of my own studying on it, and I even did a little bit of reading. Because there are, if you look, there are articles online having to do with strategies and that kind of thing. And one of the things that I remember reading is the Madden 05 defense is vulnerable to the corner route, right?
Yeah, so you read that like 20 years ago, right?
Yeah, so you throw corner routes, and that's what my most successful long pass plays are too, right?
I've never been able to do it.
A great matchup of 2 teams.
I've just never been able to do it for some reason.
It's time for football. Everyone has brought their raincoats for this one.
Well, it's raining. So I wonder how that will affect the passing game today.
EA Sports is proud to present more NFL action. I'm Al Michaels, along with
Well, I guess you'll just have to see.
Let me tell you, this offense can put up some points.
Okay, well, they're going to talk about the Bulls' offense. Not sure why, but I guess they can put up a lot of points.
Apparently.
The Bulls have elected to kick.
Gonna be a hard game.
Yeah. Well, let's just go with the... And I'm going to try something a little bit different here. Again, I'm still kind of experimenting with my passing audibles. Trying to find something that is going to be suitable for all occasions.
Whereas I'm just looking to do my thing now.
Yeah. Well, you had a pretty successful outing last time around, and I think you've only given up like 13 points in the first 2 games or something like that. So, you're doing pretty well so far.
Now, what do these guys have for an offense?
Well, it might be worth looking. They don't have a lot of speed at halfback. So I'd say they probably have, like, power.
Wide receiver 5 has 99 speed.
Wow, okay. Guess you'll have to look out for it then if they put 5 wide receivers out.
Yeah, no kidding. And he's also kind of strong, too, for a wide receiver.
Yeah, it looks like speed-wise you can match most of their players. They've got a receiving tight end, and then the other guy's a slowpoke, so...
And then they got a guy with a walker at right guard.
He's ancient, is he?
Yeah, he's got a walker and his false teeth out there, although he's younger than Charlie Clemens.
Bulls are set to kick
Yeah,
deep.
well, when we get a little further into the season, we'll have to check the stats and see if he's up in the top 5 in tackles again.
To the 20. You're ready to call their first play of the game.
Okay, well, I've been doing a little bit of tinkering as well.
It's
Working on the run game.
Well, I revamped this formation a little bit. Oh, wow.
Oh, you had it if you just kept going outside.
I know that I pressed on the D-pad and he went in a completely different direction than what I was trying to go.
Well, that's okay, because you ended up declining a penalty that would have pulled back a touchdown in the bad Madden.
Yeah.
You're having control problems today.
Yeah, well, this, you know how these D-pads are, right?
Yep, they should have never moved away from the cross-style D-pad. The whole Genesis-style D-pad is just designed wrong.
surveying the field. Tosses it right.
That's the kind of D-pad we got on the controller we're using for this.
Oh, well, that's okay. That might have been a failed running attempt, but the pass went for 12 yards afterwards, so...
Dominant defensive units.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to it. It's the old strength versus strength thing. This defense has a great front four and good team speed. This can be a heck of a game.
Jenkins sends
Well,
man in motion.
Okay.
He's pushed out at the 48. Just about a 3-yard gain.
I guess that turned out okay.
It's second down and 6 to go. Bulls come out in a nickel package.
And they've got everybody up on the line.
He surveys the field, gets the
So
pass
we'll
on.
throw the bomb to Rhodes.
Of course.
There to bring him down at the 28-yard line. They move the sticks for that completion.
I'll tell you, he put that one right
They
on
gave
the
me no
money.
choice. I had to throw a deep pass there. There wasn't anything else that I could do.
You're just doing your ball control offense, right?
That's right. Well, you know what? If I want to maintain possession, I have to take what the defense gives me. And if they're going to give me the long pass, I
Jenkins
have to
sends
take
man
it.
in motion.
Oh, wow, look at that. I think somebody missed a block on the offensive line there.
That looked like number 67 missed his block, because that was number 67 running backwards into the backfield after that guy.
Yeah.
You know what a team likes to call in certain situations, third and long, second and short. It really gives you an edge on defense.
Oh, well. Well, look at that. They're going to give me that pass again.
Oh. That's okay. If you complete that pass again, you'd get a first down if you had to.
I've got a different pass.
And with good reason. You talk about accuracy. hitting
Oh, to the other
spots,
side?
leading receivers.
Yeah.
He can do it all.
Because this was that standard 3 tight end formation that I just turned into a shotgun.
Yep.
And what I did was I stacked the other 2 tight ends on the left and moved the wide receiver to the right.
Oh, okay.
He surveys the field, throwing on the run.
And-
Caught.
Easy.
Well, here's what I did, right? I called this play Zone Flood. So basically I'm sending these 2 guys on deep routes. And then Parkman there is sort of running an angled route roughly this way.
Although
right?
he was open, but you're not going to throw it at him.
And then I'm running the swing pass to the halfback over here.
Yep.
And basically what these three players are supposed to do, including Parkman, is draw the defense off deep so that the halfback can catch the pass, right? On the swing.
Yep.
And normally this guy is a little faster than Parkman, but that's okay. He still did the trick here, right?
Yeah, and Parkman also interfered with the pass rush there too. So
and what'll happen is if they play, like if they send a linebacker on any kind of flat zone, the linebacker will tend to back off.
Yep.
Because he gets drawn by this guy first, and then he'll be held there by this guy running this route, so that I can throw the swing pass to the halfback. And if they do a lineman flat, well then he'll probably be covering the halfback, and that's when I'll look to throw it to this guy instead, right?
Yep.
It's a zone flood.
So we have 1st and 10 here.
Oh, I see you sneaking that safety up there. I guess I'll run the other way instead.
Hands it off to the fullback. Loses one tackle. Gets away. Miller stops him at the 3. Number 47 covered some good ground there.
Hey, nice job up front, holding their block and allowing him to get a good run for a first down.
Texas 35.
Number 47, the man in motion. It's the toss to the left on the call.
Okay.
Good blocking by Easley on the outside there. Did you see that?
Yep, he just lowered it.
Look at this.
Yep.
You see that?
Yeah, he ran that corner right into the end zone there.
Yep. Yeah, he didn't get a pancake on it, but he made that play a success.
He did the job.
Because I had to take that much further outside than I usually do, right?
Yep.
They'll get set for the extra point.
Because at the last second there, when I motioned that extra blocker over there, they shifted the line over to that side, right?
The visiting team are ready to kick this one off.
Well, so far the rain doesn't seem to be affecting my offense much.
He got all of that one. Wolves will start the drive from the 19. First and 10. The corners move up to play this one tight. They'll pass on first down. Tosses it right.
Okay, well,
Not the ideal pass defense there, but that's okay.
So we have 1st and 10 here.
well, he's not going to get far anyway.
Going to the air on first down.
Oh, that's a fumble. It was a backward pass. I guess
Wow, what a mess.
he hurried that out there a little too quick, eh?
Which is why the ruling on the play is a fumble, but they do recover.
So it just goes as loss of yardage. Those type of passes are tricky. There's an element of danger lingering.
Hand off to the tailback. Matthews records the tackle at the 31. 2-yard gain.
No, they're coming out in 3 wide receivers now.
Yeah,
Here is a 3rd and long situation.
that's okay. You already play in nickel pretty much full time anyway.
Out of the gun.
Oh, he took off with it himself.
At the 33.
He's not going to go anywhere, though.
I wonder if that was a designed quarterback draw or
It might have
what.
been.
Ford is back to punt.
because he sure took off in a hurry. Like he didn't even really
Fair catch
try
called
to
for.
drop back and pass, right?
Yeah, it looked like that's how the play was designed.
Yeah.
It's 1st and 10. Jenkins with a man in motion. Hand off to the tailback.
Run, Allen, run!
Yeah, I'm sure glad I'm fast.
Ooh, that one will leave a mark.
He got
See,
hit
that's
so
the trick
hard,
to
he
my
barely
running
had to
game.
take a taxi
Yeah.
back to the stadium.
Shot out of a cannon, John, the way he exploded after he got the handle.
The offense won the battle on the line of scrimmage, and they blew the defenders right off the line. I'll tell you, when your guys up front are playing this well, running the ball is a whole lot easier.
This one is handed off. Lloyd with the stop at the 43. Picked up about 6 yards that time.
Yeah, I actually don't know if the gap running thing that I was talking about in Madden 12 would even apply the same way in this game. Although I do feel like Madden 12 made me better at running in Madden 05.
You think so?
I do.
Calling an audible.
I'm just a little bit better at maneuvering around than I used to be.
Gets the pass off, and the catch is made. Miller stops him at the 37-yard line. Good-looking play there as they pick up the first down and keep the drive alive. It's 1st and 10. Bulls come out in a nickel package.
Oh, really? Okay. Well,
Jenkins sends a man in motion. Going to the air on first down. Throws it right to him. Floyd is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 31-yard line. Marshall makes the catch but doesn't get very far.
And that's what the mark of a solid defense is. They close in on you in a hurry, and they don't miss tackle.
Changing the play now. Directing traffic.
see, I just don't like this defensive look that they're giving me, right?
Throwing.
I mean, I like it because it's, you know, easy to pick apart, but I don't like it because they keep doing it over and over and over,
Yeah, he's got some of the best hands in the league.
even though they don't have any success at stopping anything with it,
I
right?
think he's
Yep.
most effective when they really need to catch. Third down, things like that. That's when he really shines out there.
Passing on first down.
Oh, I couldn't get it away.
Taken down in the backfield by Lopez.
Yeah, that's just that delayed throw animation there.
Yeah.
He's always had the uncanny ability to have success split.
But it looks like you'll be passing your way to this one now.
Yeah, I'm not even going to bother calling another run play here.
Come out of the nickel.
Kind of looks like they're showing me a zone defense here.
Looking downfield, throws it.
The safety moved over to make the play on it, right?
Yeah, they had them cheated to that side. Even though they only had two deep, I think, they had them cheated to that side.
Yeah.
And this is the 8th play of this drive. Bulls come out with one linebacker and several defensive backs.
Oh, don't do that. No time.
Dropping back, looking for a receiver. Gets the
I couldn't get it off again. I didn't have time to audible the extra blocker in, eh?
Yep.
They play a very aggressive style of defense, so that'll happen a lot to an opposing offense.
Oh, that's okay. We've got a decent kicker now, so maybe we can get a field goal here.
One of the best in the league, John, but it's a little surprising to see him in from this distance. And it's on its way.
You made it.
Yep.
Field goal attempt is good.
He's one of those guys who really works hard at what he does. You can see that hard work paying off when you make a
Yep,
kick
still
like
got
this
the
one.
field goal, even though they got the sack on the One play there. Uh-oh, I think I kicked this out of bounds.
Yeah, severely out of bounds. Wow.
That happens almost every other game, though, right? Like, I'll bet you I kick at least a dozen kickoffs out of bounds every season.
Probably, yep.
The return team is going to have,
And it's because of that variable speed kick meter, right?
About running it back.
The corners move up to play this one tight. Number 43, the lone back.
Oh, and then they're going to give you a penalty for it.
I knew it.
So he does the counter step toward the weak side and then runs toward the side that all the defense is lined up on, right?
This time he got caught pulling him down by the mask.
Do you figure he was going to trick everybody into running the wrong way or what?
And then they give me a penalty, too.
Yeah.
There, I actually hit the dive button there, and ended up hitting also the switch player button at the same time, but I hit the dive button in order to jump on top of him there. Because he was going to get away from me with his speed there if I hadn't.
Yeah.
Quarterback back in the shotgun. Steps up, closing in.
Well,
There's Platt.
yep. Is that going to count as a sack or is that a 1 yard gain?
I think that was a 1 yard gain.
Yeah. It's almost a sack.
Offense couldn't get it done in the lineup to punt.
It looks like this guy wants to scramble, but he's just not quite fast enough.
Here's the punt.
You know, we have a word for that. It's called a shitty quarterback.
Trying to determine where it went out of bounds. It's 1st and 10. Number 86, the motion man. Hand it off. Thomas cuts him down at the 20. Allen couldn't escape.
Wow, they didn't even give me a yard for that.
These guys up front are very tough to block because they can use their size and strength to get excellent leverage on running play. Sometimes they struggle a little with their consistency, but they always seem to be a big factor when the game's on the line.
Well, it looks tempting to run to that side, but I don't need a run for a loss on 2nd down.
Yeah, you need a bomb.
Looking for a receiver. Throws on the move.
Yep, just like that.
Number 41.
Well, it'll keep the clock running.
Well, see, they brought everybody up to the line, and then instead of giving that guy help deep, they went out to the flat, right?
Yep.
And that's just not the right way to play. Against anybody. I don't care who you're playing against.
Kansas City has jumped out to an early lead. First quarter comes to a close. Score 10-0. And we're ready to start.
Okay, well, I'm going to call the same play I called the first time.
Throwing on 1st down.
That guy was just completely unblocked.
Yeah, what's going on here? How come these guys are getting in? Oh, okay.
They actually managed to eat up everyone there.
Yeah, that's the outside linebacker, and they had... Yep. That's the same thing that I try to do all the time when I play defense.
Yep.
Okay.
So they actually did something legit and right that works.
Yep, they
Although
did.
probably more by accident than anything else.
Yeah. Well...
Calling an audible. Mark. Number 55 is the guy there to bring him down at the 48. And they go with
Okay, well, we got a shot at converting for a 1st down here.
Bulls come out in a nickel package.
Linebacker on white.
Surveying the field. Gets rid of it.
Wow.
The 30. At the 19-yard line.
I don't care if you're a strong D team. Linebacker on Derek White is
It's a terrible idea.
Is a terrible mismatch. Like, look at that. He beat that guy by 10 yards.
They're threatening inside the 20.
I love throwing the ball deep.
Changing the play now. Marshall, the motion man.
Okay, that's probably going to do absolutely nothing for me, but
Handed off to the back.
Oh, face mask.
Yeah.
That's a run for a gain.
So that tackle was his
That's what running for a gain of 2 yards looks like, man.
yeah, I guess, eh?
That's a smell of success.
Start off going for a jersey.
I don't know, that smells like something else, but whatever.
Calling an audible now. Jones, the man in motion.
I'll throw one into the end zone to Herman now.
Sure.
Looking for a receiver. Goes to the end zone.
Oh, he dropped it. He
And almost
dropped it.
tipped it.
And almost tipped it to a defender on top of that. Wow.
In the end zone.
Well, he isn't a very good receiver. He's actually on the team because he's exceptionally good at kick returns and punt returns.
Yeah, well,
So,
he displayed his not very good hands on that play.
Nickel package. Dropping back, looking for an option with the throw. Miller records the tackle at the 6-yard line.
One heck of a play.
it's okay. We'll replace him with a halfback eventually.
And they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
Oh, they got the goal line D out here.
Directing traffic. Number 47 goes in motion. Tosses it out to the left.
Oh.
Yeah, nobody picked up the corner that time.
Yeah, easily didn't manage to snag him that time.
The line of scrimmage for a loss.
I'll tell you, he's one of the most knowledgeable defenders in the league. He knows how to play the game, and he always knows what's going on.
They need 7 yards for a touchdown.
Texas 72.
Jenkins sends a man in motion. Throwing. This pass is
Superman.
Wow.
displayed excellent.
They're pulling out all the
He needs
stops.
to do a better job putting the pass in a spot where only his guy can get it. Those tip passes can turn into interceptions pretty easily.
That was thrown where only my guy could get it.
Bulls come out of the nickel package.
You know what? I'm
So
just
is
going
this
to.
one.
I'm just going to go ahead and. Oh, he didn't. He wasn't fast enough to take off with it afterwards. Eh?
He just got decked.
I figured I would throw it before they got all their coverage guys set, but it didn't quite work out.
Well, that's okay. You can run the clock a bit here some more, and the field goal puts you closer to 3 scores up.
Yep.
And it's up. The kick is good. He sends it right through the uprights. His second field goal of the game. The visiting team are lined
Well,
up
that was
to kick.
13 plays for 76 yards. So
And he got all of that on a great hit.
well, at least I managed to get that one in play anyway.
To the 20. So after being forced to punt the last time they had it, the offense heads back out onto the field. 1st and 10.
They head back out onto the field, they do.
Yep. That being said, though, the Bulls have played okay so far. They haven't been pushovers at least, right?
Jefferson makes the tackle.
Hey, I got credit for that.
35-yard
Yeah.
line. 10-yard gain that time. Second and less than a yard.
Never give up on the play.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Platt gets the fumble recovery.
And that was absolutely a fumble,
That
too.
was absolutely a fumble. It totally was.
Not letting the runner escape.
See, that's why that first down stop was so important, right?
Ball
Yeah.
on the 30-yard line. A something in the defense. Jones goes in motion. Dropping back to pass on first down. With the throw, Miller pulls him down at the 23. Rhodes didn't have much room to do anything with that ball.
Yeah, they had the coverage, and they made the sure play instead of trying something fancy, like going for the pick.
Well, so far I'm still stuck at 40 yards rushing.
Yeah, well.
Looks like he's changing the play.
But what can I say? I'm never going to be a great rushing offense.
He gets the carry.
Well, now you're not stuck at 40 yards rushing.
Yeah, and Golston's actually got most of the rushing yards in this game so far.
I mean, if it's working for you, just do what works.
Yeah. He's had 3 pretty good runs in this game so far.
Directing traffic. Calling an audible now.
I don't know about throwing it to this guy, but we'll throw it to him anyway.
Throwing on first down. Gets rid of it.
Well, he caught it.
Makes the grab. Oliver makes the tackle at the 6. Second and short, upcoming after a good pickup through the air.
Right here is one of those situations where you can pretty much open up the whole playbook. You can go with the play fake and look for something deep, or you can just run the ball. Just about anything is an option.
They'll need to reach the 5 to convert. Looking downfield.
Oh, I couldn't throw it again.
Great effort that time, John. He's
Wow.
one of the best in the league.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who's been
Well,
playing
that's
for a
okay.
while
You know,
now.
even if you have to kick a field goal here, you'll still be 3 scores up then.
Yeah.
And this is the 5th play of this drive. They're inside the 15. Bulls come out in a nickel package. White in motion. He sees something in the defense. Rosen, and the catch is made.
Touchdown! Oh!
They're bound and determined to stop me this time.
And that guy's a veteran, too.
That is the
He's one of the best technical blockers on the team.
Yeah, well. I can't remember which side of the field I'm on now.
They'll need to reach the 5.
Oh, I picked the wrong side. Oh well, that's okay. We'll try again.
Wanted some time to sort things out.
You know, you get all disoriented, too, when
3rd down and long.
this kind of thing happens, right?
Jenkins with a man in motion. Looking downfield, on the move. He hits his receiver. Miller makes.
Well, you made it back inside the 20 at least.
Yeah, well, I didn't quite get the receiver that I wanted because of the way they dropped off in the coverage.
Yep.
But
At least you got something.
yeah, when they tack on a penalty like that, when you've already lost yards,
Yeah, it basically dooms the drive.
It's pretty difficult to recover from that, right?
The kick is up. Plenty of distance on that one. Good kick. The visiting team are set to kick it deep. Booming kick downfield. From the 3-yard line. The blocking broke down.
Didn't go anywhere. That's just a great special teams play. Just the kind of thing that gets the rest of the team fired up.
The defense is going to play this one very tight. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
I see you're not going for the weak side rush here against these guys, right? They've been running the ball a lot.
Well, I'm just trying to make sure I have enough guys to stop the far side run, actually.
Just a short pickup.
Like, I'm not even thinking about that. I'm just trying to think, like, I want myself on the far side there.
Yeah.
And I'll rely on the jam to disrupt the pass.
Only one man back. Under pressure with the pass. Short completion.
Well, they tried throwing the screen there.
Short screen pass there.
When you use a screen play to get some good yardage, you want to make sure that the guy getting the ball is quick.
Thing is, though, with the type of defense that you play, you're not really very vulnerable to that type of offensive play, right?
Not under most circumstances.
Drops back.
And then you're going to get a sack from Cedric Perry.
Yeah, he just pasted the quarterback.
Wow, yeah, he got clobbered. Wow. Oh, that's going to leave a mark.
Yeah, he's going to leave an indent in the pads, too, eh?
3 plays. They lost yardage. Here comes the punter.
Think he was making a statement there, or what?
Maybe.
Here's the kick. He signals for a fair catch.
Well, maybe we'll try and go back to the fullback run here. I've been having a little bit of success with the fullback running the ball, so... Although, I guess not this time.
Get it to the halfback. Number 41 makes the tackle at the 50-yard line. They went back to the run on that play.
That just goes to show you that the coach trusts the guy to hang on to the ball.
And I've been having quite a lot of success passing from this formation with their audibles, although it looks like they're not going to give me the opportunity to do that this time.
Hand it off.
Oh.
Solid hit. Just crunched it.
See, for some reason, running to the left here is really iffy, right?
Running to the left is harder than running to the right. You can still run to the left, but it's harder.
What are you going to do? Go try for another sack again? I wonder if all 7 of those guys in the middle are coming, right? It looks like it.
But yeah, the running angles to the left are a little bit shallower than the ones to the right.
He's looking with the pass, and the catch is made.
Oh, Herman did his job there.
Yep. Well, that's a pretty easy pass to catch, so I would hope that he could catch it.
1st and 10. Directing traffic. Clark in motion. Drops back. On the run. Breaks free. On the mark.
That's going to be a big gain.
Yep.
At the 24. So they get 2 first downs on their last 2 plays.
They're getting it done by seeing the whole field and taking what the defense gives them.
All right, they have an awful lot of guys on the line, but I'll give this a try if I can get a couple of blocks here. Oh, okay. I guess it's a moot point anyways.
Because you're at the 2-minute warning.
Yep.
2 minutes left. Jenkins sends
And
a man
bringing everybody up to the line again here.
All I can do is shake my head.
dropping back to pass on 1st down. Rolling out to his right.
As you watch me throw the bomb into the end zone, right?
Open in the end zone.
See, look at this, though, right? You see this? They're sending 2 guys out to the flat to cover this guy, right?
Yep. And they've only got 1 guy deep.
And they've only got, I don't know, is this guy even a deep zone? I can't even tell. I think he was covering Rhodes there when Rhodes makes his little cut into the middle. That's why he moved like that. And
Yep.
this guy's playing a flat zone too. So this is a 0 deep, like a 0 defense, right?
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Like, they need to stop doing that.
Terrible play calling.
Yeah. Because that's about 3 or 4 times that I've burned them on it with a deep pass like that, right?
Yep.
And it's up. The point after is good.
And I mean, I'd be just as happy throwing the short out, but if they're going to give me these long passes and I can bite off big chunks of yardage,
Why not take him?
I'm going to take it. Even if I'm ahead by 60 points, I'm still going to take it. Because if you want to, in this game, if you want to maintain possession of the ball, you can't. You know, it's in real life. If you're playing with a big lead, you don't run plays like that, right? Like you don't throw long passes and shit like that. You try and run the ball, and you know, if you have to punt, well, you kind of accept it. But in this game, it doesn't work this way. That way.
Oh, I got pancaked.
Yeah.
That's okay. Perry still got him.
Yeah. He got a yard, but that's it.
Dropping back. Pressure coming.
Oh,
That's Platt coming
look at
around the
that.
end.
He somehow completed that pass too. I don't know how.
Calling an audible.
Well, he's running with it again.
With the dive.
And he lost it.
Oh! Bullshit.
Wow. I don't know what you say to that. Like, really.
Halfway here on first down. Surveying the field.
Well,
That's what I say to that.
yeah.
Directing traffic. Under pressure. And he's hit it. This pass is incomplete.
They need to settle down there a little bit.
No, they can keep playing that game all day long if they want to. I don't mind.
Wow.
Number 43, the lone back. On the carry. Wade takes him down.
I don't know what the hell that was. They were just kind of giving up there.
Yeah, they just basically just ran the ball. Like they'll probably try and run as much time off the clock.
You want
as
me to call
they
a
can.
timeout?
No, it's okay. We're gonna when you receive this punt, we're gonna be on our own end anyways. So, and I do have, even though they've been making some really boneheaded play calls, you got to have enough respect for their defense, you know, like personnel wise, that you don't try stuff like that.
Fair enough.
Here's the punt.
You just call your fair catch, and I'll probably just, you know, run a run play, right?
First and 10.
Oh, okay. Well,
Nickelback.
maybe I won't.
Respect for their defense?
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it.
Jenkins sends a man in motion. Going to the air on first
Herman's
down.
pretty fast. If I can get it to
Gets
him.
the pass off. He hits his receiver.
He had to slow down to catch that one. Oh, but you injured someone.
Yeah, he got an injury, so I got a free timeout.
And report to us. Ball on the 47-yard line.
And now you're in their end of the field.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to run this play.
Jones. Miller with the tackle at the 41-yard line.
Danny Jones picks up 7 yards.
Jenkins stops the clock with that timeout.
It's looking more and more like a thing, man.
Ball inside the 37 in order to convert.
Uh-oh. They got the goal line out there now. What are they doing here?
Giving up a long bomb.
Maybe.
Looking for an option.
Throw it to Sarah.
And this pass is completed. Hack pulls him down at the 35-yard line. That little dump off will move the chains.
I'll tell you,
Oh,
this guy's
timeout.
known as one of the most
I've only got one
quarterbacks
left.
around. Part of that is because he makes a lot of passes like these. They're almost like long handoffs.
This pass is incomplete.
Okay, well,
Try a long field goal.
this is a pretty long field goal, but maybe. Although I'm kind of kicking it into the wind a little bit,
Some
too.
big kicks in his career, but this one I think might be a little out of his range.
It's been a while since I've tried one this long.
And it's on its way.
Oh, I'm going to be a little bit short.
Good kick right there.
Yep.
Oh, well.
Going into halftime. The score is 23.
I don't know that I could have made that one into that wind even with 100 power, though.
Well, at least you gave it an honest effort.
Because that was quite a lot short, right?
Yep.
Anyway, it must be time for the halftime stretch.
Indeed. And we're back.
Yes, and just looking at the halftime stats, and so far in this game, you have allowed a whopping 22 yards of net offense.
Well, and I'll tell you why I think this is. It's because none of the receivers that they have out on the field have any speed, and everyone on our defense, even the defensive backs, are oversized. And so we just jam the shit out of them repeatedly, and there's nothing that they can do about it.
Oh, good missed the tackle there. Wow. Yeah, well, so far, it's been working really well for you, so.
Yeah, we're just playing a very physical game, more physical than they can play.
Number 43 in the backfield. Receives the handoff. Nice play fake. Swings it out to the left.
Well, he might have froze number 94 there for a second, but he still made it out there.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's a pass for 3 yards.
And he told his team that the pressure is going to be on the secondary to make plays. With his defense playing so well in the first half, he feels they can continue to make plays for the remainder of the game. Now,
thank you. That was Jill Arrington updating from the sideline. Gets the pass off.
Where was that?
Wow. You know what? Maybe that's why he's a scrambly quarterback so much, because he doesn't seem to be able to throw a on-target pass very well either.
Yeah, that was bizarre.
That was severely off target.
Number 43 lines up behind his fullback in the eye.
They tried play action there again, eh?
Yep.
That's a good job of reading and timing the play.
Well, in all fairness, though, I think they actually have more rushing yards than they do passing yards.
Yeah, they have run the ball a fair amount.
They're forced into a 3-and-out. Here's the kick. He's waiting for the fair catch. So they have 1st and 10 here.
Okay, let's see if we can get this left-hand running thing going here.
Looking upfield. Missed tackle.
Oh, look at
Nice.
that. Wow.
That's a touchdown.
Yeah, there was no finesse about that at all. I just literally ran over that guy like, wow.
Yep.
Boom.
That's Kelvin Allen for you. He's big and he's fast.
Yeah. I just doubled my rushing total for the game, too, probably with that run.
Yeah, well, that's why he's one of the best in the league. One of the best in the biz.
But do you know why you see that kind of thing happen, though? Like, look at this.
They've got nobody back.
They've got no second line of defense at all, right?
Yep.
And when you bring everybody up to the line like that, it becomes an all or nothing thing. You either stuff the play for a loss. Look at Golston fill the gap there, eh?
Yep.
And number 44 there, he's a pretty good blocker too, by the looks of it.
Yeah, he is, Sarah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's actually already a decent blocker.
Yeah, and our left tackle there did a good job of holding his position. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, but that's the way a run play is supposed to work. Your offensive line blocks the front seven, right? You know, like they block defensive linemen and linebackers.
Yep.
And then when you get out there past them, well, then it's defensive backs that you're matched up against, right?
Well, you knocked that guy over so ferociously he slid.
Yep. Oh yeah, that was like a bruising, like a crushing run, right?
And no missed extra point this time.
Nope. Well, that's the only that's the only time I ever remember missing an extra point. Like, wow. It was, I mean, if you play the game long enough, sooner or later you're going to see everything. Right?
Yep.
Booming kick downfield. Ball loose.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Dwayne Matthews. This game is totally out of hand.
Yeah. Just like that. 2 plays and it's completely out of hand. Oh, they're going to challenge it though. Maybe this will come back.
The call in the field is questionable. They're going to review it, and this one might get reversed.
And we'll take a few
Yeah, they're gonna overturn that. I think he was down.
The key thing here is that the ball started to come out before his knee was down. If it did, then it should be counted as a fumble.
Yeah, if they overturn that, I'm not going to disagree with that, because I would.
Poor Dwayne Matthews.
Yeah, he's going to get his touchdown taken away from him, but it wasn't technically a touchdown. Okay, well, this game is still kind of out of hand anyway after that long run, but
Hey, if you can get a call like that changed, then it's worth the risk of losing
they need to
the
stop
timeout.
playing everybody up on the line. They need to play with their safeties back, and they need to play with their corners
Number
out.
43,
right?
the deep man. Dropping back to pass on first down. Throws it. He hits his receiver. Perry with the tackle.
Little circle route to the fullback there.
Yep.
5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 coming up here.
See, one of the big advantages to this defensive scheme, too, is that you can play more full man coverage, right?
You gotta deliver
You know, like
the ball
the
out
man
quickly.
three flats
But
thing
it has to be
is all well and good, but it's good to be able to do other things, too, right?
Well, the big thing, too, is I'm basically relying on somebody jamming someone with this every single play.
Yeah.
And sometimes it doesn't always happen, but, like, look at this. Right?
Yeah.
That's a tight end getting jammed.
By a cornerback.
Dropping back, closing in.
Oh, there he is.
Yep.
He's got a sack in every game so far. I think that's 5 for him so far this season now.
Yeah, things are really working out oddly for him, aren't
Platt is turning into a
They're able
superstar
to pick up the first
overnight.
down, and here comes the punting unit again for the 6th time.
they? Well, he can stay at that position.
Well, he won the position battle, and you know what? It looks to me like that was
Waves for the fair catch.
a good and fortunate thing.
Even if Travis Wade is a little bit sour about it.
I don't think he is, though.
It's 1st and 10.
Not yet so far.
I mean, we haven't checked the attitudes of players here recently, but
Yeah, when you gain 5 yards or more, it sets you up in good 2nd and 3rd situations.
Throwing on first down. With the throw, he hits his receiver. Miller is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 45-yard line. Coleman gains about 7 yards on that reception. They have to get the ball inside the 42 to convert it. Number 35 comes in motion.
oh, look at that. They're sending someone out to cover that guy every time, eh?
That might be okay, though. He might still beat that guy.
Gets the pass off.
And he did that
Oh.
time. If he'd have just thrown it to him.
Yeah.
The quarterback has to make sure that he has a good grip of the ball before he lets it go. When it's raining like this, it's not unusual to see a few more bad
It was a lot
snaps,
looser
fumbles,
spacing
situations,
between
stuff
the
like
two
that.
guys on the right than the two guys on the left that time.
Yeah, it's funny, though. Usually when they send the guy out like that, I don't even usually look in that direction.
Gets rid of it. With the adjustment,
It's okay. Marshall will make it for you.
Yeah.
Lloyd pulls him down at the 32.
Watch it here. This is a great call on 3rd down to keep this drive alive. They were in a tough spot here. This is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that 1st down.
See, they're not giving me that motion guy out of the backfield, right? Oop. You know, like they're always, well, they didn't send anybody out there to cover him this time, but almost always they're sending someone out to cover that guy, right?
Drops back, pressure coming, gets the pass off.
Oh.
Get that pass under control. Big drop on that play, John.
That's another one of those deals where he was looking to run before he had the ball.
5th play of this drive. Calling an audible. Hands off to the tailback. Palmer makes the tackle at the 30. They're going to keep testing this rushing defense.
The guy seems to get stronger every time he touches the ball.
Yeah, you know what? I've had a lot of success running this, so let's run it again.
For a first down. Bulls come out in a nickel.
Because if they lock up, I can toss it over the middle to Mills.
Throwing.
There you go.
Just like that.
Stops him at the 19. Good third down.
Because that one deep safety, he might as well not even be on the field, right? Because
Yeah,
for all that he does,
It's just no good to play that kind of play in this game.
First and 10 here.
Or in
Yeah,
any
he's-
Madden.
yeah, he's too far off to do anything constructive anyway.
In any Madden. It's just a flaw with Madden in general.
Jenkins sends a man in motion. Jones.
Oh,
He always displays great awareness.
Gotta
He
block
gets there
those
and brings it
linebackers,
forward.
guys.
I'll tell you, he might be one of the smartest linebackers in the NFL right now.
I don't know. Sometimes it does no good to bring an extra blocker over at all, right?
Third down for a loss.
He sees something in the defense. Jenkins with a man in motion.
Because he just doesn't block anybody anyways.
Gets rid of it. And he makes the grab. Lopez makes the tackle at the 6-yard line. They complete the pass for the first down.
That showed awareness by the receiver. He knew just where he had to go to get the first down, crossed the marker, and then looked for more.
Falling inaudible now. Jones in motion.
They're not covering him. Oh, no, they must have audibled to something else.
it might be okay though.
Dropping back. Throws on the
It's
run.
totally okay.
He finds his man.
Yeah, because it was a linebacker.
For the score.
Yep.
He outplayed the defender for the ball.
Yeah,
on that
Jones
play.
might be a
The guy
slow
with the
wide
best
receiver,
position
but he's
usually
still
will come up with it.
a better route runner than the linebacker is a coverage guy, right?
Yep.
Number 12 comes in to attempt the point after.
The thing is, though, Jones, even though he's not very fast, he's got good agility and good acceleration, which means that he runs good pass routes. He's like Rhodes,
The thing
right?
was, they looked methodical
Rhodes is
in their approach.
slow,
They were calm,
but he's got
executed well,
the other
seemed very
characteristics
much
that
in
makes him
control.
run good pass routes,
Yep.
which is why I can throw 25-yard deep passes to Rhodes, even though he's only got like 72 speed, right?
This team is going to have to focus a lot more than they did in the first half if they're going to come back.
First and 10. Ooh, that one will leave a mark.
He got popped. I'll tell you one thing, he's going to feel that in the morning.
Pickup of about 7.
Well,
Second
okay.
down, 2 to go.
If they want to run at this point, I guess they can go right ahead.
Well, that's pretty much all they have.
Under pressure, steps up, throwing.
Well, you almost got him that time.
Yeah, I forced an incompletion there at least.
And you'll see that kind of thing out of these guys a lot. They're big and they're strong and they're fast. Opposing offensive lines sure have their hands full when they
Yeah,
get
you
out
know
of
what?
this field.
This particular formation has transformed your defense. I mean, you were tough on D before, but this is incredible.
Keeps his feet moving.
There we go.
Terms right here. I'm gonna
Right? They just swarm, like they swarm to the ball carrier.
Can't quite get to the first down.
No, I don't even understand it myself, to be honest with you, because to me this is just like a fairly standard alignment, just with 2 linemen.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, I think that what you were missing was that toughness against the run. And if you back up or look at that way that your alignment is here, I mean, look at this. You've got 3 guys tight in the middle, and then you've got 4 guys basically in linebacker positions right behind them. It's almost like you're playing a 3-4 with an oddball, like an odd offset tight line,
Yep.
you know?
Yeah, and then I guess I got my corners up and I got my safeties up too, right?
Yeah.
And
You know,
we're back.
like I said, this is something I know you had your misgivings about it, but seeing the results so far, I mean, this might be like the best defensive scheme ever.
I think it's a good defensive scheme if they have slower wide receivers than you, or just not 99 speed wide receivers, and you can press the shit out of them. Right? Because I think if you can play jam coverage every single play with confidence, then you can completely shut them down.
Yeah.
Effortlessly. And the reason we can play jam coverage all the time is because all of our defensive players are capital B big. Right? Yeah, he just dropped that block.
Yeah, it was the guy on the left tackle there.
And I mean, like, I think that a 294-pound left outside linebacker is pretty damn good at jamming tight ends.
Yeah, he is.
And a 230-pound cornerback is probably pretty good at jamming wide receivers.
Drops back with the throw. And the catch.
Yeah, I don't even have to throw that as a bullet. I just lob it in there and it just goes right to him, right?
Yep.
A little over 4 to go. Bulls come out in a nickel package. White, the motion man.
Linebacker on White.
Looking for a
Oh! Somebody lost the block there. That was the only way they were going to stop that.
When he gets to the quarterback.
There was two of them there, and they both got beat.
Yep.
Wow.
Let's get back to the play on the field.
Yeah, I don't think there was any way that should have happened, but okay.
The defense did a great job on that series, pushing them backward.
I guess up to this point, I've had everything go pretty much my way, so.
The line drive. From the 18-yard line. A nice return there.
Travis Wade on special teams.
Turner was able to find some open space and make the
Hey, he did the job.
So they have first and 10 here.
He's got 3 tackles in this game.
They line up in the I formation.
Yeah, you see that? You got 5 guys clustered tight in the middle there.
Pulls him down
Right.
behind the line.
Yep.
That's going to be very tough to run against. You ate up the fullback lead in the backfield, right?
That's because they dropped me at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Gets rid of it. With the adjustment, he has it. Thomas makes the tackle.
Wow.
At the 32-yard line.
That was close coverage.
Didn't go anywhere.
Nope, they were on him like glue.
As they get ready for this third down play, we'll take a look at how they've done today.
To tell you the truth, I kind of had my doubts too when you told me you wanted to. Wow, how did he get that in there? Man, I had my doubts when you told me you wanted to develop a 2 lineman defensive scheme too. I kind of wondered how effective that would be, but it's
Well,
turned
it's
out
something
to
that
be.
they do in the NFL.
Yeah.
The backs are lined up in an I. Williams, the motion man.
So I'm just like, well, if it works in the NFL, it might work
Number
here.
43. Throwing. And he hits his target. Number 20.
Although now they're moving the ball.
Yeah, well, he got a couple of lucky breaks there, and then now all of a sudden they're alive, right?
Really slowing down for him right now. He's seeing the coverage and finding the open man with ease. He's really in some kind of rhythm out there.
Only one man in the backfield. Can't wrap him up. Thomas makes the stop at the 39. He gets a couple of yards on the carry, but he looks fatigued.
Well, he's tired and he's going to sit down now.
Sixth play of this drive. About 6 to go. Out of the gun. Williams goes in motion. Dropping back. Gets rid of it. And it's
Oh, throws it right at Jefferson. That's his second one this season, eh?
Yep.
The defense was right in
Yeah,
position
whoops.
to intercept that throw.
Great play.
That's the
Great
wrong color
execution.
jersey there, my friend.
With deep defense is
Yeah.
all about.
They have the lead, and one big reason is because they've done a real good job on the ground.
Yeah, see, they've got wide
Not bad.
spaced guys
That
now, right?
success leads to bigger and better things, usually.
He tucks it away.
Well, you almost made that cut. That would have been pretty artistic if you'd have done it, though.
Tell you one thing, he's gonna feel
Yeah,
that
well,
this morning.
I just wanted to get positive
Running
yards.
attack that is consistent and effective will help the offense dictate the pace of the game.
Directing traffic. Jenkins sends a man in motion. Throwing. Perfect throw. Lopez pulls him down at the 44. Jenkins
3rd and inches.
past the 300-yard barrier. Third down, less than a yard. And we can attribute this lead to their ability to convert on third down. To the left, fullback handoff, and he picks up just enough for the first.
There, we'll at least get him a touch anyways, eh?
First and 10. So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the visiting team. Ahead of the Bulls, 37-0. The visiting team, barring a catastrophic breakdown, will take
Now, this is definitely not anywhere near as competitive a game as I thought it would be.
Yeah. Well, it started off not too bad, right?
Jenkins sends a man in motion.
But then they started crowding the line.
Going to the air on first down. Throwing.
Oh,
Can't find a way to
see
bring
that?
one in.
Wow.
Pass slipped out of his hand.
When it's raining like this, it can make it very hard to get a good grip of the ball, especially guys with smaller hands. So they have to do a good
That
job.
I'm
of
pretty
keeping the
sure
ball
he's being
dry
penalized
before each
because of
snap.
position, right?
Yep.
Directing traffic.
Because he can definitely catch better than that, and he's dropped more passes than he's caught.
Pressure. Gets the pass off.
And look at that. Like, that was not an easy pass to catch, right?
But he caught that one.
And he's got a lower catch rating than Easley does.
Yep. And Easley was one of our primary receivers last season.
Yep.
And this is the sixth play of this drive. 2 yards to go.
Well, let's see what we do here.
They've
Okay.
executed very well on third down so far, and that's a big reason why they're ahead at the moment. Dropping back, throwing on the run. He finds his man. Oliver records the tackle at the 33-yard line. They convert for the first down on that throw.
And they ran the perfect play to get those couple of yards.
Nickelback in this time.
Well, he didn't keep going, but he still bowled that guy over.
Just about a 3
Yep.
yard gain. Have to get to the 23 to convert for the first.
Even with that long run, I've still only got 119 yards on the ground.
Jones comes in motion. Throws on the move. And his pass is completed. Palmer with the stop at the 25-yard line. That guy did a great job bringing the ball in.
That receiver has it all. He can run and catch with the best of them. The defense better make sure that they have him covered.
Oh, look at this. Wow.
They're like, we want you to score another touchdown on us. Look for Sarah if you don't see that corner drop off.
Yeah.
Last time he was open.
Well, I'll be looking to that side this time.
Gets rid of it. Thrown behind, but caught. And he's forced out of bounds at the 19. And so a risky call to send the corner backfires, and they give up a first down.
Some quarterbacks love blitzing corners because they know that there's one less cover man out there.
Well, I'm giving them a little more work than I used to anyway.
Mills moves in motion.
Silver, 35. Stay low.
Again, he'll get the call. Floyd makes
Well,
it
he
down
tried.
at the 13. Good gain for the offense here in the second half.
This is one of those guys.
And that's still a good
play
game.
better as the game goes
Yeah.
on.
Oh, I'm not
The more he gets
complaining.
the ball, the better he does. So I'd expect
Even
to see
even
him
quick
get quite a few
offensive
touches
linemen
here.
are just not track stars, right?
Changing the play now.
Okay.
Jenkins sends a man in motion.
Okay, rotate, move. Make a two. Bring him out.
Guns it to the right side. And this pass is completed.
Holding.
Marker down.
Wow, it happens in this game too. It's a Madden tradition.
Yep.
Right.
Holding in the other team's end of the field.
Yeah.
Inside the 20.
Holding in the offensive red zone all the time.
Grab hold of somebody's jersey.
So we'll have a 2nd and long after the penalty.
Sad. Silver, 72.
Jenkins with a man in motion. With the throw. On the money. He's on
Wow,
the
I
run.
think he missed him.
Yeah, big time.
Pulls him down at the 5. That'll move the chain.
Yeah, when you put together a great pass with a heck of a catch, that's exactly what you're going to get.
First down and goal to go.
Well, let's see what happens here. If they blitz that outside linebacker, I'm probably dead. But
With the
nope,
pass,
I managed to get it away.
And you're good.
Yeah.
Jenkins puts points on the board with that pass.
See, the guy I was watching was this guy right here, right? And sure enough, he came, but he came at a bad angle, so he bounced off of this pair that's locked up here.
Yep.
Although the end coming from the other side, he almost got me too. But I kind of figured if they're playing some kind of a zone blitz, a lot of the goal line defenses basically have only got like 2 or 3 pass defenders. And I figured that if I ran that play, I'd be able to get that flat. Because that's one of the things that the goal line defense does a very poor job of, is protecting those flats.
Number 12 comes in for the extra point. The kick is up. The point after is good. The visitor team pouring on with another score. Picked up the yardage, used the clock, marching down the field.
That took 7 minutes to move 59 yards. Wow.
Of this defense. They started to drive well, and they ended it with dessert.
And he got all of that one. A great kick. That interception brought their last drive to a sudden halt. After collecting themselves on the sidelines, let's see what happens here. Press coverage on the outside. The backs are lined up in an eye. Number 43 throws it.
Oh, well, throwing it into a crowd, eh?
Yeah, you talk about your depleters. That's what happened there.
I think Dwayne was just a little out of position there.
Well, you know what, though? That's a short pass, right?
The corners move up to play this one tight. Number 43 lines up behind his fullback in the eye.
Well, you almost got him.
Yeah, I got a piece of him there.
Good pass rush, forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, an excellent job of creating pressure and forcing a bad throw.
The defense
Ben French is loving playing pseudo-defensive tackle this year.
Morrison will work out of the shotgun. With the throw.
Oh, look at that. Thomas just got
The
one.
30. The 20.
Managed to evade the dive, too.
That time he's rewarded with
Hey,
the
look at
interception.
you
He does
picking
an
the
excellent job
passes
of reading
off.
where the quarterback wants to throw the ball. He'll anticipate the throw and then make the perfect play on it.
Okay, that shift doesn't really make any sense, but all right.
To carry it. Clausen stops him at the 11. 4-yard gain on the play. They need 11 yards to get it into the end zone.
Well, okay. At this part of the field, I guess I gotta give him that, right?
Jenkins with a man in motion.
You don't have to. You could just, throw the ball again. You might even be able to, like, fire it in at Herman there.
Oh, he dropped it. I should have thrown it the other to the other guy instead.
Bring that pass in was a completion.
He can catch just about anything that the quarterback throws in his direction. He
But
couldn't
that's
find a way to quiet
okay.
that one down and bring it in for a catch.
Nickelback in this time. Gets rid of it. He finds his man. Big opening. Big hit on
Oh, I think I made a first down at least. Oh, okay. Well, I guess they're going to measure it now.
He just got unloaded on it.
John, they're trying to determine exactly.
I don't think he made it.
I don't think I made it.
They're seeing something that we're not seeing.
Oh, yeah,
I
you
don't
made it.
think they're going to overturn this one.
I don't know. Looks pretty close.
Huh.
So he takes advantage of the option to challenge the play, and it pays off.
That's still a first
They
down.
go to waste.
So they won the challenge, but it didn't do them any good anyway.
Probably a lack of awareness on the game's part to determine what they were even challenging. That's what I bet it is.
Well, no, I can see them challenging the ball spot there because that was a very close play, right? But
I know, but I don't think the challenge functionality could tell that they were challenging the ball spot and that they'd lost the ball spot.
Looking for room. Oliver.
oh well, we benefited from a good spot, and then we as the trade-off, end up getting a bad spot, right?
They're just a yard away now.
Cowboy 53. Texas 72. Drill, with it. Come on.
Hand it off to the fullback.
Now this is exactly how to get the ball in the end zone.
Well, he might
In
not be
behind the
catching
center of the
passes,
arc,
but at least
keep
he's got a
pushing and
couple of
pushing
rushing
until they're
touchdowns.
putting up 6 points on the board.
But again, though, that's the third quarter collapse, right? That we see so much in this game.
And the extra
Yep.
point is
You know, at
good.
halftime,
The visiting team.
like,
have a
yeah.
Oh, well, these guys have kind of just been collapsed
expand their lead.
this whole game.
Yeah. But still, at halftime, it was not nearly as bad looking a game as it is now.
Their offense is doing better, but still not enough.
Downfield.
No. Oops, I ran right by him that time.
An interception brought the last drive to an abrupt end. They'll do a better job. of taking
Then again, maybe the
possession of
offense isn't
ball
doing better.
this
After all, the
time
last drive ended in an interception.
They've thrown like 3 interceptions in this game, right?
around. The backs are lined up in
Yeah,
a
against
line.
my no-catching
Lawrence with a man in
defense.
motion.
Yeah. You're getting all the interceptions for the season in this game.
Play at the 25-yard line. So a
After
pickup
this,
of
you'll
maybe
get no
3.
more.
2nd and 6. The corners are moving up. to press the
Although
receivers.
this pressure style defense that you're playing might generate more turnovers than
Quarterback
before
gets set
too.
with only one back.
Because before you were very conservative,
Yeah, you talk
right?
about your deep
Yeah.
cleaners. That's what
Whereas
happened
this
there.
is
He
a
had
little
loads
more
and he got it
aggressive
to clear.
defensive posture than what you used to play.
Well, even if we take a look at this, like what happens, every single receiver on the line of scrimmage gets jammed, and that's why he pulls this down.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the action on the field.
Yeah, you might have to see if you can find a guy to spare to spy or
Number
something
52
to
brings
run
him
against
down
guys
at
like
the
this.
39-yard line. 6-yard gain.
Ah,
you
it's
do
fine.
have a spy. You got to play in there that has a spy.
Yeah, but we don't have a Rec B5 in this particular game.
Yeah.
With the pass.
Oh, wow.
Nearly picked off.
That would have been Dwayne Matthews there.
Yeah.
That one looked
Boy.
like it slipped out of his hand a little bit while he was winding up to throw it.
You think that slipped out of his hand a little bit while he was winding up to throw?
No.
Or did he just throw it right at Dwayne Matthews'
He just
face?
threw it right at Dwayne Matthews' face.
Lloyd, the man in motion. Pressure coming with the throw.
He got away with one there, too.
You could hear the
Well, but that's why we have the
collision
safety back there.
Yep, defender turned the wrong way on that
All
one.
over. And that's worse.
And this is the sixth play of
Gooden's
this
always
drive.
had problems like that, though.
Yeah. Yeah, he makes tackles. He doesn't knock down passes, right?
Number 43 is the deep back. Good
Oh,
play in the backfield.
did you just get a sack again?
Isn't able to get anything close to what they needed.
Throwing the ball in that situation would
Yep.
have made more sense.
No, that was a
Receivers
reverse.
have to do a
Oh,
better
was it?
job recognizing
And we tackled him on the reverse.
Oh.
So we got in there so fast that
No.
he couldn't even...
No, that's a sack, right?
No, that didn't count as they're commenting on it like it was a run. I'm pretty sure that guy, H. Floyd, there is supposed to be the intended ball
Oh,
carrier.
okay. Yeah. And you got in there so fast that you actually tackled him before he could do that, run the
The
reverse.
backs are lined up in an eye. Throws it. Short swing pass to the running back. Thomas breaks the play up in the back.
Well, at least they're making yards passing here.
Yeah, they're making yards backward passing.
Now looking at third and long.
this is where the defense needs to hold. They've done a good job to get him in this situation.
Rasby comes in motion.
They need to stop lining up in conventional formations.
Under pressure. Throwing.
Only 5 wide will do
He makes a great play by breaking the pass.
with their particular
Quarterback can
personnel
get a
type.
little excited out there at times. Maybe that's what caused him to rush the throw a bit.
Ford will come in now to punt it away. Here's the punt. He
Well,
signals
you're not
for a
fielding
fair
that
catch.
one. He kicked it away from you. He's afraid of your punt return capabilities.
I wonder if that's inside the 20 or outside the 20.
I don't know.
So they have first and 10 here.
Okay,
Inside
guys.
the 20.
What are we doing here?
Jones.
Handing it to Danny Jones.
The stop at the 22.
Well, they didn't really show me anything there, right?
It's second down and 8 to go.
You know, it's just me or is the AI trying to run the ball a lot more lately?
Allen.
It could be
moves in
just the
motion.
teams that we've had, that we've been up against recently.
Dropping back, looking for an option. Gets rid of it. Almost picked off. John, I don't know how they didn't pick that one off.
I was
So he didn't
hoping,
pick
I
it
was
off,
hoping
but at
for a
least he didn't let the
mismatch there,
receiver make
maybe,
the
eh?
catch either. Still a pretty good effort.
But it looks like they sent a corner out to cover him.
2-minute warning.
Ah, that's
coming
okay.
up. Bulls come out with 3 down linemen and 7 defensive backs. On the move.
Oh, that was a little off target.
Oliver pulls him down at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's okay. You can run it down to 2 minutes.
Yep. I think I'll run it down to 2 minutes.
Look, will come into this game to punt. He kicks a line
Good
drive.
punt.
Yep, that's a boomer, that is.
The officials
Inside
are
the
trying to
20.
determine where it went out of
That was like a
bounds.
55 or almost a 60-yard punt.
So they have first and 10 here. Looks like they'll play bump and run on the outside. He sees something in the defense.
I'm pretty sure that was at least a 55-yard punt out of bounds. He's running again.
Records the tackle at the 19. They'll play things tighter on the outside. Number 88 in motion. Pressure.
That's okay. He can go ahead and try that all he wants.
Yeah, he's got 2 sacks in this game now, too. Wow.
Pump fake. Looking for an option. Throws it. And this pass is
Well, he had a long time to stand in there that time. I hate to rain on your parade, but you're going to be getting some disgruntled defensive tackles here pretty soon.
Yeah, it is what it is.
He's got 3 sacks now. He's a quarterback sacking machine.
Goes with a short pass to the right side. Dumps this one off to the right.
Dwayne Matthews says none of that.
Behind the line. He was in on that play, giving him 7 tackles so far in the game. They're going to go with a no huddle, calling an audible. He has room. The 30. Jefferson takes him down at the 38.
Oh, they're going to go on 4th down.
Closing in, slings it to the
Okay, well, that was kind of all over the place. You know what I would do if I were you, though, with this defensive scheme, because it's compatible with the 4-3, is I would, anytime that you see 2 wide receivers or less every now and then, I'm not saying you should do it all the time, but put the 4-3 out there and give your defensive tackles some playing time too, right?
Yep. Yeah, actually...
Because otherwise you're going to start getting sour players.
Oh, they won't be sour, because there's nobody starting in front of them, technically.
Yeah, I know, but if they don't get to play, they're not going to be happy either. Right?
Ah, they'll be fine.
Anyway, I think I can just run the clock out here.
Yep.
And you got a shutout.
That I did.
That's why I didn't want to rain on your parade, because you can't really argue with success, but still.
Well, I think I'd have more pass rush success in the middle if I had defensive tackles out there, but I think I'd also be weaker against the run.
I don't know. I think you've had a great deal of pass rush success today. You had at least 5, maybe 6 sacks.
And time runs out. The game is over. The final score is Kansas City 51, Buffalo.
And the fact that you can get pressure and sacks from the right side there, as well as just the left, I mean, it makes your pass rush a real threat even when they, protect that right side, right?
Yep. Well, it's the same applied theory as my 3-man line, right? It's just done from a 4-man line, which is technically actually a 2-man line.
Yeah. Well, you smothered them today, that's for sure. Yeah, you allowed 59 rushing yards and 59 passing yards.
Perfectly balanced.
Wow. Yeah. And they had 3 turnovers. I think he threw 2 interceptions, and I think they lost a fumble too, right?
Yep. And you had the ball for 40 minutes.
Wow, we had 4 penalties for 54 yards.
We're just working on becoming one of the most penalized teams in the league.
What kind of game is that? Wow. Okay, so, well, Bo had a little bit of an off day with only a 120 quarterback rating and 3 touchdowns. And my completion percentage was about 10% less than usual. But I guess we were playing against a strong defense team, right? So, anyway, Calvin Allen had a good day today with that 55-yard run for a touchdown. And look at Marshall with 9 catches today.
Yeah, he was doing good work out there.
Yep. But I still spread the ball around pretty evenly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even Parkman got a catch. Easley didn't get any, and neither did Sarah. Easley dropped both passes that I threw to him, and I actually had quite a few drops. I had 6 drop passes in this game. Wow.
Well, it was raining, though. Maybe that had a factor in it.
Of course, 2 dropped by Easley, 1 dropped by Herman, 1 dropped by Sarah, 1... You know, like these are the guys that you would expect to see dropping passes, except for Easley. Right?
Yeah.
But these three guys, it doesn't surprise me that they might have 1 or 2 drops in a game.
Yeah.
And Derek White gets the 32-yard reception. And look at Joe Winter. Oop, he gave up a sack this time around, though, too. So, there we go. Thomas had lots of tackles. He had an interception. Matthews got lots of tackles. Jefferson got lots of tackles and an interception. I thought Perry had more than 1 sack, but I guess he only got 1.
Yeah, he's been kind of hard up for sacks lately.
Well, I don't think he's doing too bad, but yeah. So French got 1, and I'm pretty sure Platt leads the team in sacks though this season.
From the wrong side.
Yeah, from the side that traditionally you don't do well at.
And to think he was like a second string nobody last season.
Yeah, look at this. You had only three pass deflections.
Because we were jamming the shit out of them all game
Not only
long.
that, but he got a fumble recovery too. So he's got 3 sacks and a fumble recovery. He might be a candidate for player of the game.
Nah, it's going to be Bo Jenkins.
Probably, yeah, because quarterbacks get all the glory. But yeah, net average of 48 yards. That was a 60-yard punt.
Damn.
Okay. And Jermaine Morrison didn't do so well passing, but he did complete 54% of his passes. It's just that a lot of those passes he completed didn't go anywhere, right?
Yeah, average of 3.2 yards.
An average of 3.2 yards per pass, yeah.
That's terrible.
And running, they didn't really do much better between the two of them. Well,
Although they tried a lot.
yeah, he had 9 rushing attempts, right? For 28 yards. So there you go.
Only 2 drops.
Yeah, only 2 drops. Who's the guy that dropped them?
Halfback.
The halfback. Okay.
So a guy you'd expect to drop some.
Yeah. Anyway, corner, safety. Okay, well.
Well, outside linebacker's technically a coverage guy too, so.
Yeah, they got 7 tackles for a loss on me today, though.
That's those runs.
And they sacked me 3 times, and that's unusual. I don't usually get sacked that much.
Well, they are overwhelmingly strong on defense in terms of personnel. It's just their play calling was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
They probably had some of the worst play calling that either of us has ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not good, that's for sure. You should not, when you have a speed guy at wide receiver, you should not play man flats with no deep zones. Like, you just shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
And they also played with too many players up close to the line too often, too. Anyway, that was probably the most lopsided game that we've played so far.
Indeed.
Although every game we've played so far has been... You've only allowed like 13 points in 3 games. You're allowing just a hair more than 4 points a game so far.
We'll see if I can keep it going.
Yeah, Bo Jenkins is the player of the game.
Right?
Again.
It's like high school limits, right? You know, the limits in math class.
Yeah.
Just approaching 0. We're just trying to approach 0 as fast as possible.
Well, if you keep playing defense like that, you will be approaching 0.
There you go.
Anyway, I guess we'll find out next week if you can keep it up.
Indeed.
Until then,
I'm RecV5.
and I am Sandman99.
Have a good one.